Hey everybody, this is Dr. Jesse Jackson III, best-selling author and facilitator of the Don't Kick 'Em Out book and training series. One of the major things that we continue to build the program on, and when we're helping professionals, is we understand the need for teamwork and people working well together. What we find so often is very disturbing that there's so many members of faculties around the nation where they have one or two, maybe more, toxic people on the staff. And what does a toxic person look like? Toxic person is just very negative, often seeming to be in conflict with what the building leader or manager wants to do. Toxic people are very dangerous because they can actually sabotage others' careers and work. I've seen this at the highest level that I've ever seen it to start this school year. I have seen it where people in a hierarchical position in a school have sabotaged the new employees at that company, where we're legitimately behind the back of the leader who's getting people built up. We know they're new, they're first year teachers, but someone who was tenured and a veteran comes behind everything the boss was doing and sabotaging the young folks, breaking their confidence down, saying, it's hard here. These kids don't listen. It's always this way here. And what they're trying to do is basically see those folks fail so they can keep their status as the, quote, best teacher. Toxic people, toxic staff members cannot be tolerated. They are dangerous. They are dangerous to team chemistry. They're dangerous to building chemistry. And we have got to understand and start recognizing what this looks like. And I'm saying when you see it, you have to act swiftly. Here's what it looks like, right? So these are some signs of a toxic employee or educator. And now they'll say things: we can't save everybody. Now you got to understand, when we got into education, we thought we could. What changed? You're negative. The kids get on my nerves. Why would you say the kids get on your nerves? We all teach for a living. You don't think that's a part of it? Now you're criticizing kids. You're criticizing your boss, criticizing your colleagues, in constant conflict with kids and parents, hoping that the disruptive kids that need to be at school most don't come to school. You're bad-mouthing your boss. Come on, stop. And then the thing is that this is when we know you can't be helped. You feel that you're dissatisfied with anything the superintendent or the big boss is trying to do. No matter what they do, you're going to be dissatisfied with it. You're going to talk about it in a negative manner. You're going to talk about it in side conversation in an unhealthy manner. And what we have never understood was this type of stuff is not normal. It's not just talking. It's not just venting. It actually creates a negative vibe in the building that actually creates a lack of production. That's why toxicness has to be stopped, because it kills production. It's something we have not understood to this point. It kills production. It'll even cause people to quit. It'll cause people to be discontent in an environment with the things they're getting, when they are getting more and over and above anything anybody else at any other school is getting. I have saw it with my own eyes. This is the only way you can deal with it, managing toxic employees in a school setting. You don't let them poison the environment. When you see it, you stop it. You make them aware. Don't listen to the poison. So we like to say 3 rules, the violations of the workplace. 1, gossip. 2, listening to gossip. 3, not doing your job. So if you're a gossiper, that's 1 check. But if you're a listener, you are held in the same regard as the person who listens to gossip. What is it about you that will cause the person to say you're the one to spew negativity on? We need to check into that. That is a very horrible characteristic to have, to be a listener to poison. Don't listen to poison. Don't spit out poison. Don't listen to poison. If you don't have anything positive to say, it is very wise and intelligent not to say anything. You got to confront them, because particularly as a boss, if I'm a boss and I have a person that's on my team that I know is spewing negativity, they have to be called in. I had a friend that just did this, called the lady in, She knew what the lady was doing. Everything she's trying to do, she's going back after staff meetings and telling the staff something different. Why? Because they're younger. They don't know any better. They're fresh out of college. They just got this job. They want to hope they're doing a good job. They're in an environment that's different for them. Okay, it's an all-black environment. You got people coming out of school, and so when you see people doing things like that, they have to be called out. You got to stop them as a boss. You got to say, hey, we need to talk. I'm hearing what you're doing. I'm seeing the effect you're having on my staff. I can't let you do that. And then number 4, we got to stop giving these people weak evaluations and letting them go to work other places. We're keeping toxic people employed. Toxic people hurt people. This is different from being lazy. Toxic has the ability to get people fired, ruin folks' lives, cause people not to listen, and it kills production. You can't let that happen. So, what I'm asking for all supervisors, bosses, if you see something, man, you got to be able to move quickly. Because if you see that cancer spreads rapidly, and you have to stop it. You have to stop it. You have to move quickly, do something about it. If you know they're not going to work, you got to get them out of there. You got to get them out of there. Now, I'll give you a classic example. I had a friend, who just got a new position as a principal, and she had an older teacher who was there who doesn't like anybody, and she was very negative, very toxic, and this lady hired 8 new people, and this lady legitimately ran off 4 of those new people within a month and a half, ran them off. If you got a new person, a young person in there, they got to be nurtured. They got to be protected from that stuff. They got to learn the job first. But if you got this person who's supposed to be mentoring and coaching, but they spewing negativity, ran off 4 new hires. Now, like I know, how hard it is to hire quality people. And we know that in a first year of teaching or second, or in a new school or new school year, that curve of getting your confidence and getting everything under control in the first 90 days is a process. But why do I have a negative tenured employee pouring poison saying, yep, this is how we do here. You won't like it here. You know how these kids are. And the people quit. Now, once again, it's on the people because they quit. But do you understand what I'm saying? It's our job. We have to do something about toxic employees. Do not let toxic people ruin your school. I'm Dr. Jackson. You need help with these things. This is why we're doing these videos. This is the type of training you need at your organization that'll make a huge difference. Don't hesitate to call us today. We're doing everything in our power to accommodate as many folks as we can. Our time is limited. Our schedule's limited. But we're going to do our best to help you. But make sure you share this video with coworkers, share it with peers. Make sure the people that are needing to hear it are hearing it. Dr. Jackson, I'll see you next time.